Fact is taking centre stage. This is On the Hour.
On the Hour.
Such is politics.
It's a painful business.
On the Hour.
What you mustn't do in politics is listen to people.
It's a painful business.
Such is politics.
The City of London will be skating on thin ice today.
But hang on, let's just I do want to pick up on that.
If anybody knows whether he said yes or no to that question, they're cleverer than I am.
On the Hour with Christopher Morris.
Good eve news. Today's leading items classified and abbreviated into a taster section which serves as a prelude to more detailed elucidation.
The headlines.
Brilliant professor unplugged by careless cleaner, 300-ton flag pulled out of Shepherd, and 7-inch man in catering sabotage.
On the Hour.
Plus, Kenneth Clark reveals details of David Mellor and Chris Patton's revised routines in his fundraising nude dance group, the Clarkendales.
One thing that they do both seem to have dropped is opposition to performance tables, which were shocking when we first proposed them, but now they've discovered they're rather popular.
And in our regular opinion feature, It's Your Mouth, you, the public, voice up on gestures.
Do you see gestures getting out of control?
Yes, I do.
Any examples?
Well, it's usually from a council house, isn't it?
What sort of rank of person should supervise gestures? Bishop.
But first, the news. A High Court trial using the latest genetic techniques has found the defendant's DNA guilty this afternoon. The evidence showed that the nucleic acid, which encodes the body's structure and behaviour, had caused the man to become a robber. Passing sentence, the judge said the man was free to go, but ordered that his DNA should be confiscated and imprisoned in a special cell.
On the Hour.
And earlier today, holidaymakers were terrorised when Jenkins the killer whale escaped from Winsnade Safari Park and ran amok through Tarsden city centre. During a 7-hour rampage, the cetacean menace looted shops, wrecked cars, and shot 14 pedestrians with a tranquilizer gun. The piebald beast was eventually intercepted by a 3-year-old child who simply held up her hand and said, "Enough."
On the Hour. Interesting listening with a newsy stamp.
It's Uppgren Pasti Velby. Time for Rosie May with an environment update.
Green News update from me, Rosie May. Shropshire's biggest mushroom is in danger. The mushroom, which is the biggest one in Shropshire, has been growing in a wood there for over 11 weeks and, according to Tim Phillips of Shropshire Mushroom Watch, is in danger of being walked upon or eaten by a wood creature. If you wish to help save Shropshire's biggest mushroom, you can help Tim set up a series of large man and animal traps around the mushroom's nest.
Green Desk.
Sit in a pen and save a hen. So says anti-battery farming campaigner Lombard Gnarly of Vancouver, Canada. Recently unemployed Lombard is inviting young girls to come and be chained to him in a cage as a way of highlighting the cruelty of battery farming. Says Lombard, they have to be girls though, and no one is allowed to watch us in the cage because that's what it's like to be a hen.
Green Desk.
This is Sports Desk. I'm Alan Partridge. Soccer news. Troubled Chelsea have sold star player Clive Allen for £1 million to Chessington World of Adventures. Clive will be kept in his own enclosure near the insect house, where children will be able to see him swing from a tyre in a tree, jump through a hoop to catch food from his keeper's hand, and of course give displays of the soccer skills that have made him famous. Racing. The winners from yesterday's meeting at Horchester. 3 o'clock, number 5, Pixies Excuse Me. 4 o'clock, number 3, Cut Me in Two, Sago Destiny. 4:30, number 8, Mussolini Cough Chutney. 5 o'clock, number 4, a photo between cavalry trouser tips and hepatitis B.
On the Hour. The world in a tablet.
And America now, where they say beauty is more than skin deep. A report from CBN's Barbara Wintergreen on the latest look fad to storm the States emerged from the American newsfeed facility we have recently installed in a small room which used to be a cupboard.
They say beauty is only skin deep, but not here at California's San Spirito Institute for Prenatal Beauty Therapy. Expectant Americans are flocking to Dr. Mortimer Marcus and Bill McVitie's Womb Center, and the reason? To give their fetus a facial.
What we're doing is we're grooming babies by getting involved, hands-on in the baby inside the womb, and preparing it for its birth so that it's launched onto the scene rather than simply born.
So what's the process? How do you go about it?
I sort of give Morty orifice access into the womb, whereby he can get in there and kind of via remote control make the baby up. He can do
Right. Once I'm inside the womb, what he can actually do there is I've got all my makeup and my cleaning tools and my pin back implements, and I can just get at the baby's ears and I just go, oh no, we don't like them sticking out, let's pin them back.
Marcus and McVitie have become interior designers for West Coast mothers, toning up unborn children into the perfect shape and complexion. A series of microsurgical hair transplants also means there'll be no unsightly baldness when Littlin pops out on the big day.
If we can improve the look of our baby while it's still in the fetal stage, then the baby's not going to know. It's going to be much cheaper for him, her, when him, her is an adult. The baby will have dark hair, and that hair will be neatly styled.
To avoid extra mess for an additional $2,000, Curtis and Faraday Schroeder have had a self-cleaning womb installed. According to Faraday, Junior will burst upon the scene like a sparkling new Cadillac.
It's a very minor implant to have that done. It's very, very.
I mean, you can hardly feel it, can you?
Oh no! I mean, it works like, I don't know if I can say this, like a coil.
I mean, and I can hardly feel it at all.
No.
But the Institute's fallopian fashion parades have drawn some criticism. Women's League protester Donna Doubtfire claims that mothers have become desensitized by the craze for cervicosculpting.
If I could get my hands on these men, I would do something very unpleasant to them both.
Like what?
I would hurt them as much as I could. I would probably take in some blood and some umbilical cords and shake it in their faces and say, this is what birth is about, not your clean, newfangled, cosmetic way of desanitizing and deappropriating and facilitating a woman's proper rights to give, to push, to hum, to sing, to love, to laugh, to scream as she wants when she's in pain. That is what we like to do.
People they don't like sticky babies. They want babies that are clean, like you see in the commercials. You know, that's what kind of babies people want to see pop out of the hole there.
So it looks as if this is one beauty clinic where plastic surgery and placenta go hand in hand. Barbara Wintergreen, CBN News, San Spirito, California.
Now our continuing series, Behind the News, How a Story is Made. This week, newspapers. We take a story which arose during the recent election campaign and chart its path from small undiscovered fact to a burning news issue.
Roxelle, you wrote it down about 20 minutes ago. We should have drinks over here. What are you trying to do?
April the 2nd, 1992. A leading member of the opposition party is involved in a heated exchange with staff in a hotel bar in Manchester.
Go and get the f***ing drinks now, you understand? But listen, if you want a f***ing job in the morning...
The exchange is recorded by a businessman with a dictaphone.
Very clear, it's very f***ing clear. Go and get us our drinks now, do you understand?
Friday, April the 3rd, 1992. In Conservative Central Office, the phone is ringing.
Central Office?
Oh, is that Conservative Central Office?
Yes, it is.
Could I speak to a campaign manager, please?
Hello, can I help you?
I have an incident to report to you involving a leading member of the opposition party.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on a confidential line?
Yes.
Last night, I witnessed this senior member of the opposition party in a disgraceful outburst in a hotel bar in Manchester. I thought you'd like to know.
Right. Can I just have a word with someone who's senior to me?
Certainly.
Just a moment, please. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, yes, I've just spoken to one of my senior colleagues. We wouldn't want to handle a story like that, but you might find that one of the Tory tabloid papers would be interested, either the Mail or the Express.
So you would advise I call the Daily Mail or the Daily Express?
Yeah.
Right.
News desk.
Hello, is that the Daily Mail news desk?
Yes.
I've been advised to call you by Tory Central Office.
Mm-hmm.
I phoned them saying that I wish to report an incident involving a senior member of the Labour